Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to be talking about what I wish I knew before I first started trading, the pitfalls that I fell into and the experience that I've gained over the last 6-7 years of trading. Lots of mistakes that I've made, but lots of good things that I can pass on and help you guys if you're just entering the market. So stay tuned. If you get value from the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, share it so it helps more people that are starting out trading. And yeah, let's just get into the video. The first thing that I wish I knew was the amount of time it's going to take to learn. And not only learn, because you can have the skill set, but develop the mindset, understanding probabilities, and overall becoming consistent. Because when I first started, I thought it was going to be easier than it is. I'm still progressing now, as a lot of you might have seen my other videos of getting funded. I'm still progressing, but there's a lot of experience that I can pass on. And I thought by now I would be further ahead. If I'm being honest, I thought I'd be further ahead than where I'm at. And that's not down to knowledge or even down to mindset. Another thing is, it's about you becoming the person outside of trading, because for years, I understand the technicals, I've backtested a strategy, I've been trading a strategy consistently on my personal account, but getting funding is completely different. And also, you're going to have bad months, you're going to have losing periods, and that's not down to strategy, that's not down to being consistent overall. That's just down to understanding probabilities and the mistakes you're making. And if you're not performing and you're not performing outside of trading, you're going out, you're drinking, you're not disciplined outside of trading, sometimes those habits can creep into your trading and your results. So firstly, it's the time frame, the amount of time it's going to take. Treat it like a degree, treat it like a job. If you heard about trading, you see this lifestyle that people are portraying online. Yes, that is achievable, but the way it's achievable is by acquiring capital, then becoming consistent on that capital. Making returns. A lot of it is down to capital, which is why prop firms are so good and why prop firms are a thing that people want to achieve. Because if you get 6-7 figures and you make a few 5% per month, you're going to be making a good living, which can pay for that lifestyle. But to think within the first couple of months you're going to be learning to trade, you're going to be acquiring that wealth quickly, it's going to take you a long time. And if that puts you off, then maybe you're not right to learn to trade. It's a hard business. If it was that easy, everyone wouldn't be working, you'd just be sat at home trading. It's a very difficult business. Only the top 1% succeed. So you have to keep working and keep pushing yourself to get to that top 1%. Like I said, it's like any athlete. If you're a Premier League footballer or you're a boxer, it's only the top 1% that get paid a lot of money. Throughout that process, you're fighting with no money, or you're working to become a footballer and you're not earning any money. It's the same with trading. You're going to spend years and years of not making money, struggling for consistency. But if you keep persisting, keep working, you end up hopefully one day getting there. Another thing that's going to occur on the journey when you're trading and you're learning to trade, you're going to have periods where you think you know what you're doing. You feel like you made it. You're having a couple of good weeks or a couple of good months. But what you'll soon realize as well is consistency is over quarterly or yearly. Anyone can have a good month and think they know what they're doing. And I had many in my time when I was learning. You have a 3% month or a 6% month. I've even had 10% months. And you think you know what you're doing. You think you've cracked the code. But when a sequence of winners, when that ends and you have a sequence of losers, that's where I struggled, because I associated losing in trading as you've done something wrong. It's bad. What can I improve? What can I change? And as much as you can look at what you could have done better, there's also times where you took a perfect trade, A+ setup, exactly what your plan says to take, and you end up losing. So sometimes you have to realize that losers aren't always bad. If it's a good trade and it's part of your plan, you're going to have losing periods. You're going to have losing trades, because probability-wise, no one wins 100% of the time. So if you have a 60% win rate, even on a perfect setup, you're going to have 40% of the time where you lose, and that can be through perfect trades. So I struggled with that, and then I'd look to strategy swap, because I'd be in this cycle of, I'm losing, what do I need to do to improve? Or I see someone on social media that's posted a winning trade, trading a different style, so I'd automatically think, I need to change my style, I'm losing, I'm having a bad period. You need to not strategy swap. You need to stick with something for long enough. And then once you've given it enough time, maybe you've given a sample of 100 trades, or given it a few months, a quarter of trading that strategy, maybe even longer, then you can look and see whether it suits your personality, suits your style, suits your lifestyle. But don't look to strategy swap after a couple of losing trades, because I did that for a while, where I was in this cycle, like I just said, where I'd be doing well, I'd be confident, I'd have this optimism. Then I'd have a sequence of losers, and then I'd sit there and be like, oh, what, I need to change something, Sometimes there's nothing to change. Like I said, you took a perfect trade. Sometimes you can even have a good, a winning trade that was bad. That happened to me early on. I took a trade that made me the most amount of money that I'd made. It wasn't substantial money, but at the time when I was in school and I was doing trading, I sold, I think, on, I can't remember what currency pair, but on the lower time frames at the time, and that wasn't my style. And it dropped, and I ended up making good, okay money at that point. And then I sat there and thought, oh, I'll just keep doing this. But that was luck. So when I did it over and over and over again, I ended up losing more than what I initially made over over a sequence of months. So sometimes winning trades can be to your detriment too. So I think you know what you're doing, and then it ends up biting you later on. So it's important to understand the difference between a good trade and bad trades, winning trades and losing trades. Winning trades aren't always good trades, losing trades aren't always bad. So I'd learn that, and that's what I'd tell my younger self. Understand probability and understand, the difference between a good trade and a bad trade. Lastly, and this is the main thing for me, and this is the thing that I don't necessarily struggle with today, but it's something that I have to be aware of that I was not aware at the start. It's the fact that you have to treat it like you're an athlete. I know it's different for everybody. Okay, I need to make that point. It is different for everybody. I mean, I'm sure some people can go out drinking, and you see these bankers in London, or some traders can go out and drink and not go to the gym and not do any of that and still perform. But for me, and you have to understand yourself, and I'd say for most people, if you're in a good mental space outside of trading, you're disciplined, you're sticking to your routines, you're focused on the goal at hand, then inside your trading, it's going to reflect. Like if you're disciplined outside of trading, those skills and that habit is going to come across into your trading. And that's what I neglected that. I was focused solely on learning trading, the technicals, the fundamentals, the strategy, executing trades. And as important as that is, you can have the foundation there, which I've had for years, but sometimes you can be your own worst enemy outside of trading. Like I said, if you're going out, you're not getting sleep, you're not making clear decisions, you're not making good decisions outside of trading. When it comes to trading, that's going to reflect. That's going to come into your trading. So my results are determined by by the type of person I am outside of trading. When I'm hitting the gym, I'm disciplined, I'm turning things down, I'm focused on the goal at hand, I'm so locked in, then my trading reflects that. But if I'm doing bad habits, whether you're going, not bad habits, but you're going out with your friends drinking, or you're missing the gym because you're not on your routine, then sometimes your routine for your trading, getting up for London session, focusing on the trades, being disciplined with your trading plan, it can have an impact. So I think it's important to be disciplined outside of trading, and then treat it like you're an athlete, treat it like it's your profession, not just wake up, open your laptop, start trading. Have a routine, and be disciplined outside of trading. That I wish I knew that at the start. I wish I'd have done that at the start, because it would have saved me a few years. Because like I said, anyone can know the knowledge, anyone can have a perfect strategy, but it's the discipline to execute that strategy perfectly, make correct decisions even when you feel fear, you feel anxiety when you're trading, you feel you don't want to execute that trade, maybe because you had 4 losses beforehand, so you're hesitant to take that trade. Or maybe you're euphoric and you're wanting to take every single low probability setup because you've had 5 winners in a row. You need to make the correct decisions. So that starts with your routines and outside of trading, the person you are outside of trading. And like I said, if I knew that earlier, for some people it might not help, for some people it might not matter, but for me, and I know lots of my friends and people that do trade, they say the same thing. The habits that you are outside of trading are going to infiltrate and affect your results. So I think it's significantly important. But yeah, that's what I wish I knew. So I hope you guys can get value from this video. Share it to people that are just starting trading, or maybe are learning to trade. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. My Instagram will be linked down below if you want to see stories and get closer with what I do. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate all the support on the videos, and I'll see you in the next one.